Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this reading was requested by Milano888. Shout out to you. And honestly, I'm actually really loving doing these career readings and just anything that's going to be really helpful, because what you guys don't realize is when I do tarot readings, I do them for the collective, but I also now watch my videos back like as if I'm an audience member. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what pile to choose. Let me just click on this one and just see which one I resonate with. If I have trouble deciding, sometimes I let Google decide, things like that. And it's really helpful. So keep it coming. I really like these ones. And as usual, I just want to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you guys for continuously supporting this channel. Again, I know some of you guys are really sweet and you're like, you don't have to keep up with us. It's okay. Post when you want. But with me, it's like, this is now a part of my life. I remember I abandoned this channel for a long time at some point, and I'm trying my best to keep in touch, okay? And it does make me feel sad if I'm unable to be productive sometimes. But then at the same time, now we're getting to a stage where, because now this is my last week, so I have holidays, I'll have a lot more time to do these readings. And I genuinely do love doing readings. When I don't do them for a long time, it does feel a bit like, oh, something's off, okay? But yeah, for those of you who are not aware, I do have another channel called Awkward Confidence. Feel free to browse. If you're nosy and you want to know what I do on there, just browse. The link is in the description down below. And I do also have now a backup channel. Just in case, let me know what you guys want to see on that channel, because I will be posting things like tarot, just anything that you guys want to see, okay? And also, I have a new video coming up. I don't know if I'll actually post it though, so I just thought in case I do, feel free to check it out. And if you guys are into crystals and you're into working with crystals, wearing crystals, or maybe crystals may not work for you, but you just like to wear them, you find them pretty, then feel free to go to otterspirit.com. Now, I always promote the same 3 ones that I like to wear every day, because I have rose quartz, citrine, and green jade. They work wonders for me. And this is an honest review, guys, because I don't work with just any brand. If something doesn't really scream like, yeah, this is something that I would genuinely enjoy using myself, then I won't promote it. But with Otter Spirit, I've seen vast improvement in my life, so give it a shot. Okay, and if you do give it a shot, use my code Gemini M, so Gemini EM20 for a discount. And if you guys are interested in roses, Rose Forever has been doing this offer. So there's free shipping in this, by the way. And these are roses that last for an entire year. Now, if you want $20 off, use my code Gemini20. These smell amazing, okay? They're still intact. And I've had this for, I think, 2 months now. So they last a year, and I love flowers. So if you guys know someone who loves flowers, or you yourself love flowers, give yourself a treat, okay? But that being said, the pile selection starts at 3-3, okay? So pile 1, we have Accept Love, 39. Pile 2, we have 27, Let Go and Flow. Pile 3, we have 61, Give It to God. And pile 4, we have Rebel, 30. Okay, so go ahead and pick your piles. I'm going to start. Pile 1 is 3 minutes and 33 seconds. Wow, synchronicity. So what can you guys do to manifest better abundance and career elevation overall? So we do have 39, Accept Love. 3 is a number of support, networking, creativity, foundations, and 9 is a number of endings. But when you add 3 and 9 together, you still get 12, which rounds back to 3. So the emphasis is mostly on connections and support along with foundation. So this is all about accepting love, okay? Okay, I thought my son was upset. Okay, so basically with Accept Love, you guys need to get into this energy of accepting that you guys do have support. Some of you guys may feel like you're a one-man or one-woman band. You may feel like you don't get enough support, but you don't realize that you do have silent supporters. You do have people who want to network with you, invest in you, or uplift you, whether it's in your workplace or whether it's online, whether it's in a business. You do have people who are on your corner who do want this, but this could also be your ancestors, your spirit team, whatever you believe in, your angels, people who want to work with you on the other side, who are waiting for you. Okay, 1 second. I think my son's not in a good mood. Okay, so we have I Like You. We have Restlessness. So not restlessness, sorry, weightlessness. I'm not sure why I said restlessness. Maybe that means something. The fact that my son interrupted, unintentionally, of course, he just wasn't in a good mood. That could be symbolic for you guys feeling that you're alone, feeling that no one's in your corner, no one's supporting you, and feeling like, when am I going to get that level of support and praise? But they're not knowing that it's been around you the whole time, okay? We do have the Tower, which is Aries, Scorpio energy, so fire and water. Then we have the Queen of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Goat and the Willow, which is overcoming obstacles. And then we have celebration, kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future, okay? If you guys have businesses, you guys may feel like your businesses are being overlooked, or maybe you're getting some sort of clientele, or you're getting attention if it's something online, but you feel like it's not enough. It's not to the standard of which you would have expected yourself to be in, okay? So say, for example, if you're a content creator, maybe you get good views, but you feel like, oh, these could be a lot better. I've been doing this for a lot longer. I put a lot of effort into this, so it should be here. Or if you're doing something like business related where it doesn't require like an online thing, you may feel like, I get good clientele, but I need enough to fully feel like I can fully quit my job or whatever it may be, and work full time as a CEO of your business, okay? But what I'm getting here is you're doing the best that you can, honestly, because we do have overcoming obstacles. So some of you may have hit a plateau, but you're going to be overcoming this, okay? So what's being highlighted here is some of you, if you're feeling lost and you don't know what to do in general, right? And you just want to better your finances, or you just want to go towards a really good career where there's elevation, you're being asked to join something that you actually love. Don't be the type of people that just think money, 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 money. Like, I just want a lot of money, but I don't know what I want to do. Go for something that you actually have genuine passion for and watch that flourish. Okay, that's one advice I'd give to you guys, especially if you like are completely lost. If you already are doing something you do enjoy and you want to attract more abundance, I will get to that. But for those of you who are working 9 to 5, or you're not happy, or you don't have a job at all and you're not happy, go towards the things that actually give you joy. I Like You is giving, like, do something that you actually enjoy, like it's passionate. Okay, you actually have a liking towards it. Okay, but for those of you who are in businesses, right, or online, you do have people that support you, whether you feel it or not, whether you sense it or not. There are people who are around you. But in terms of your spirit guides, angels, whatever you do believe in, right, you do have people supporting you even in the other realm, okay? It's just a matter of enjoying what you do and believing in yourself. Some of you guys may let doubt get in, or the timing of when money and success or whatever you're trying to achieve is going to come in. Some of you guys get so caught up in the when is it going to be like this, when, instead of actually immersing yourselves and enjoying what you're doing. Okay, I would not recommend doing something where you really hate it and you're just like, I just want more money, but I hate this. It's not really going to flow much with ease because you dislike it. You know, liking money is great, but it's really good that you do something that you actually do enjoy doing, you have a passion for. Because that way, if you go and do something you're passionate for, it's going to feel weightlessness. So in this particular time right now, it almost feels like you don't have to do much except enjoy what you're doing. And because even when you guys believe in manifestation, right, the quickest way to manifest, or the best way to manifest, I should say, because, you know, time is fluid, is actually be happy, be in an energy of vibrance, be in an energy of like, I woke up today, I'm so grateful for this, let's go. And it's so hard to get yourself in that mode if you're not already in that mode. So I get it, you know, it's not just like me just saying things and they're hard to actually, like, I understand it, I get it. Like, especially when you're disappointed in certain performances, or you're disappointed in certain things and your businesses, and seeing how like the money is, you know. But I promise you, waking up early in the morning and just really honing in and just trying to start your day feeling happy, thinking about all the good things you're happy. Listen to affirmations, okay? Listen to really good subliminal music. Once you're in that energy and once you're in that vibe, everything else is going to flow a lot more easier compared to when you were not in that vibe, okay? But one thing it helps is doing something you actually do like. You do have support around you. Don't be afraid to ask for it. Okay, and you guys also, in order for your finances or your career to upgrade, get rid of people who do not support you. So if you feel like you're surrounded with a lot of people who don't support you, those are not your people. Remove yourself from such areas, or remove yourself from such spaces, such energy, and put yourself with people who actually do value you. Put yourself around people who actually do support you, who actually will uplift you. Because we do have accept love. So this tells me that there is support and love being given to you, Power One, whether you feel it or not. But if you're surrounded with the people who don't, or you're fixated on the people who are not supposed, well, the people who are supposed to support you but are not supporting you, then you need to put yourself around the people who do. Go towards people who do. Appreciate the people that do. Do not ignore the people who adore you and then adore the people who ignore you. Okay, there's an energy that you need to remember that there are people who are rooting for you, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's not. And if you're in a workplace where you feel like you have no support whatsoever, you hate your job, or maybe you like your job, but it's like, oh my God, like I don't feel like there's any sort of support within this job, then that space alone is not for you. You need to gravitate towards people who you feel like are going to be not afraid to support you. They're secure in themselves enough to support you too, okay? Because I'm getting it's around you, this energy of accept love is around you, but it's like you could also be entertaining the wrong people who are not really your people. I don't care what the bond is or how long you've known someone. If these people are not supportive of your journey, they're not for you. And they're going to block your blessings. They're going to slow down your progression. And then on top of that, say for example, if you're meant to go certain places, you're meant to go further in life, but these people are holding you back and you're more fixated on their lack of support, then it's just going to block your own blessings, okay? Because we do have the Tower card, and this is all about unexpected change. So do expect unexpected change. If I'm going to be honest, Pal One, there isn't much you need to do at this current moment. I could do an update video eventually down the line, but there's not much you need to do in this current moment, because as long as you're doing the things that you love doing and you accept support from those who actually support you, even if you have one supporter, even if you have 3, even if you have 5, okay, the amount of support that you have from whoever, even if it's entities at this point, that's enough to keep you going. You'll get signs and synchronicities that determine that, you know what, you're on the right track. It's just a matter of timing, but keep going, okay? Enjoy what you do, because it will feel weightless when you do it. If you hate what you're doing, or what you're doing was something that you once liked but you lost the spark for, then find a way to redirect it, okay? We do have Queen of Wands, so this is all about being taking initiative when you need to, but also knowing when to accept the help and who to accept the help from, while still somehow being independent in the midst of it, okay? You are protected, okay? So you will overcome this constant feeling of like, okay, people don't support, or people can't help me, or, you know, I want to do well in my 9-to-5 job, but I feel like I'm just lacking the go ahead from my boss to really boost me to the next position, okay? There's a need to showcase your skills with confidence, because the Queen of Wands is very attractive. The Queen of Wands is, sorry guys, I can't talk. The Queen of Wands is attractive, independent, creative. They get things done by themselves. However, because they're so attractive, they do attract opportunities. They do attract people who want to support them, who want to help them, okay? They attract everything, the good and the bad, right? But being able to differentiate between the good and the bad support is what's going to really help you. Accept the right support and go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, and actually enjoy what you're doing. I highly recommend listening to subliminals that really ground you and uplift you, and putting yourself in a constant state of like, I feel happy, I feel great, I'm so blessed, I woke up today, it's going to be good. Sometimes you got to talk to yourself to motivate yourself, okay? If you don't hear people motivating you with their words, then you got to motivate yourself. You got to be your own boss, your own fan, your own this, you know. But we do have celebration though, so kick off the party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future. So honestly, you guys, specifically part 1, you guys are on the midst of being at the stage where you can celebrate. I would say that this is the 6 of Wands equivalent of this deck, so that's success, and you have a joyful future. So all the things that you're putting in motion already, they're going to come to fruition. It's just a matter of timing. So don't worry too much about the timing. Keep going and enjoy what you do. But highly recommend those affirmations, or even subliminal music. That's what I personally use. And again, I'm not just saying this just to promote, but if you guys are interested in crystal, I highly recommend the green jade or the emerald, things like that. Wearing green more. It's going to be really helpful, okay? Meditations, if you need be, they work wonders. I might even put the links to what is helpful, or what I personally use in general when it comes to increasing finances, increasing all sorts of abundance, you know. Again, I'm not saying that do this and this works for everyone, but this is what works for me, so I thought, why not? Okay, I might put that underneath the timestamp, okay? But yeah, I highly recommend just waking up feeling grateful, knowing that you can accept the support from the right people and get rid of the people who don't, because they're going to energetically delay you, okay? But love what you do, okay? So do expect sudden change. And if something isn't working out, don't be afraid to switch things around and try something new. Maybe even if it's a strategy of something new, okay? But you are attracting these opportunities. Okay, so just accept the love. Do expect a lot more embrace from other people, more congratulations, more people believing you. Okay, I feel like there's going to be an influx of that between now and September. Don't know why I heard that, but accept it. Don't push it away. Okay, because every time someone is trying to uplift you and support you, that's also an opportunity to network, stay in touch, uplift. Okay, but that's all I'm getting here. Okay, and for those of you who are lost in life, do something you love. And if you're like, I don't know what I love doing, try a bunch of different things. That's what I did as a kid. I did as a kid, but you're never too old to do it, right? My parents are like, oh, I wonder what our kid wants to do. They put me in this class, in this class. I didn't like this one, I didn't like this one. Oh, that one stuck. That one I really stuck with. Okay, now this is what I like. Try different things. See what sticks, okay? But that's all I'm getting for pile number 1. I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, I'm available. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. Okay, so pile 2 is 16 minutes and 6 seconds. You guys chose 27. Let go and let flow. 2 is a number of alignment, sometimes partnership, and 7 is a number of learning. 2 and 7 together make 9, which is endings. Okay, let go and let flow. All right, when something is aligned for you and you're working through what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you've learned on your journey, and then you finally detach from it, that is one way you're going to increase your finances and change your advancement in your career. So a lot of it is detachment. Learning through it, but also detachment. Okay, let's get more cards. So we have almost there. We have awareness. We have spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. We have savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. We have the antelope and the wheat, which is nourishment. Then we have, let me move this up here. King of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's weird because in the last part there was the Queen of Wands, and I have the King of Wands. Then we have Sagittarius energy with the world. Then we have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, Earth energy. Okay. All right, so what do you guys need to do to increase your finances or raise your position in your workplace? Okay, a lot of you guys require a lot of deep reflection. I can't lie. Some of you guys are actually, not even some, most of you guys are not actually meant to do just one thing. You're meant to do multiple things. It doesn't have to be 5 different things, but it could just be more than one thing, more than 2 things. Okay, some of you guys are actually meant to dabble into spiritual work. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You're a light worker. Okay, so a lot of people in this pile are light workers. You're not meant to just do a 9 to 5. And a light worker doesn't mean, okay, now you need to become a tarot reader. You can, that if that's within your calling and you feel drawn to it, why not? But this could be done in many different ways. It's giving of service. Some of you guys may be a life path number 2. Okay, it's giving service. Okay, I want to help people. I need to help the collective in some shape or form. You guys could do something, or maybe called to do something collective online. Okay, doesn't have to be related to this specific, but you're being asked to do something that actually serves others and helps others. It kind of raises the vibration of the world we live in today. Something spiritual, something light worker-esque. Okay, again, more than one source of income, more than one purpose. I'm not saying, okay, you should only do that, okay? We do have the Hermit, so you guys are being advised to take some time to reflect on what is it that you're trying to do. What's your purpose behind why you're doing what you're doing? Because there's a lot of healing energy coming through. I'm seeing a blue orb in the corner of the kitchen. There's like a healing energy coming through. You're meant to do something that actually uplifts others, okay? Some of you guys, it could even be through being a therapist. My battery's dying, but it can even be through being a therapist. It can even be through, I don't know, being an artist, like a painter. It could be through anything, but it brings healing and comfort to yourself and others, okay? But it's something that has a lot of awareness, okay? So you guys need to be aware of your potential as well, with the Hermit card and awareness here, doing some reflection on your potential and where you're headed, where you could go, how far you could go. But if you guys are into manifestation, you're being asked to practice an energy of detachment. So nothing truly belongs to me. I know that when it comes to my finances, I know success belongs to me. So I'm not really worried about the when and the hows and the, when to expect. I know this is part of my calling. This is something I need to do. And I'm not going to pay it too much mind. There's an element of detachment that is needed here. Okay. Random note that you're being told by spirit is savings. Okay. You always need to put something off for a bad day, create savings for the future. Okay. Some of you guys need to save. This is a random message for some of you. Some of you guys don't have savings. Or some of you guys are tapping into your savings or dipping into your savings. You guys need to save. You can't splurge and expect money to always be coming in. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll be delayed. Anything can go wrong. You need to have savings. Okay, that's not for everyone, but that's for someone in this pile. Okay, there's a need for you guys to get more grounded, more centered, get back to doing things that make you happy, but also feeling good, because we do have nourishment. Some of you guys are gonna need to go in a bath of water. Maybe, I don't know, I'm hearing mirror magic and water. So you guys, I'm getting a healing energy. So you guys may need to go to a beach or go in a body of water. Don't know why. Very random. Because the only technique I'm picking up on in terms of like manifestation is mostly just being detached from the outcome, but also having that self-reflection. So affirmations, but there's something about water coming through. You guys are needing to save, but yeah, water. Why is water coming through? Maybe you guys can even work with water. It doesn't have to just be swimming in water. Maybe it could even be drinking water. So drinking more water, being cautious about what you put into your body in order for you guys to flourish. So one thing I do know is with manifesting, drinking water is really helpful, especially if you listen to affirmations or subliminals. It really does help to drink water. I can't remember the reason why, but it does help. Okay, but we do have the King of Wands and the World card. This is all about making future plans, investing, moving, traveling, starting a new cycle. Okay, some of you guys may need to reinvent yourself a little bit. So if you do something online, maybe, and I mean this with love, maybe it's the style you wear, or maybe it's like the way you do things, the way your aesthetic is set up, that needs to be revamped. Because the World card is like a new cycle, but this is also about like changing yourself, beginning a new path, doing that inner reflection. The King of Wands is like creative, but it's someone who also plans in advance. What you guys need is also structure and how you're going to execute things, not just impulsively executing them, like having a set structure and how you want to go about things. Whatever you guys are working towards, you're almost there anyway, but you just need to tweak a little things, okay? But in terms of spirituality side of things, what is helpful is practicing the art of detachment, going within, reflecting, seeing what will work and planning ahead, but also detachment from knowing that it's going to be yours anyway, so it's not really so focused on the when and the how. Well, not so focused on the when. You do need to incorporate how, because that's going to be part of your structure. But some of it may require traveling more. So if you are invited out, do take the invitations, not every single invitation, but do take the invites out, because it's that traveling is where you're going to meet the people that are going to help you. And sometimes just having a conversation with someone will kind of open doors to what you want to do, especially if you are watching this and you're like, I don't know what I want to do with my career. You're being asked to do something more spiritual centered as one of your purposes, but something that makes you feel healed. I want to clarify what the King of Wands is about. So can we clarify King of Wands? Okay, we have the Empress. Some of you guys are meant to do something that requires you to really be creative and establish yourself in a way where money comes to you. So it's not so much of hard labor. If you're doing something that's very strenuous and hard work physically, like that's not your purpose. You're not meant to do something like that. You're meant to do something of service that will benefit people spiritually, internally. It requires a level of going within, but it's not something strenuous, okay? But do save. The Empress is a very abundant card to get anyway, so there's something that's coming through with creativity. But there's a need to end something because you need to be more in alignment. You guys, I'm not gonna lie, this requires a lot of shadow work. Knowing who you are is also alchemy is coming through. So thinking about the situations that may have really put you in a situation of, for some of you, debt, I'm hearing or disadvantage financially, and learning from that, and being, and one second, I think my son's not in a good mood. Yeah, sorry, he's just not having the best day right now. But yeah, so what I'm getting here is you guys are meant to be doing something that is a lot more lucrative, creative, but something that allows you to make passive income as well. So I'm getting is something that you're going to feel drawn to naturally. It's not something that you have to research and find, oh, what is lucrative, what is creative, it's something that you would feel internally and be drawn to, but that requires going within. So there's a little bit of shadow work needed here. But overall, when it comes to, for those of you who feel like, no, I like what I do, or yes, I do dabble into spiritual work as well, and I'm quite content with where I'm at, I just want more finances, or I just want a better position, you're being asked to practice the art of detachment, save up some money, and do what makes you feel good. There's a need to just heal and swim or drink water. There's something about water coming through. So, but I did hear mirror magic. So speaking affirmations into the mirror, something like that. Something that you can say every day and let that accumulate. So reminding yourself that you are somebody who should be or deserves to be in the position of the Empress or the Emperor, if you're a male watching this, or you resonate more with masculine energy. Yeah, but it does require travel though. But this is all within. But regardless, wherever you guys are at, you're almost there when it comes to... One second. My son, he's doing this now that I've come back here. So one second. I'm sorry. Some of you guys might require actually having to walk away from a job. Because this wild card could also be putting an ending to something. And we do have 2 and 7, which make 9, which is endings. So walking away from something to go towards your purpose, go towards something that is a lot more fulfilling, something that can help everyone collectively, okay? That you would resonate more. I don't know, I'm being reminded of life path number 2s and charity work and things like that. Maybe your job that you had in the past or what you have currently served you at some point, but now it's like you're being guided towards something else. Or maybe you guys studied something in the past and it's like, okay, I'm going to get a job using this, but then you realize, okay, well, this is not something I'm going to be able to do, so I'm going to change it. In terms of techniques, yeah, detachment, going within, shadow work, mirror magic, it's something to do with water is coming through. I just can't pinpoint what that is because I heard it, but it's like, I don't know what spirit is trying to say with that. Like water, swimming in water, drinking water. Drinking water is very good for manifesting, but I heard a body of water. So it's kind of like maybe healing, okay? Swimming, traveling somewhere with water, near the beach. You might get an idea near the beach. You might receive some sort of spiritual downloads near the beach. But making sure that you're planning ahead when it comes to, once you get an idea, a fruitful idea, planning ahead and executing it, going within and executing it. But there's a need to be feeling good with the nourishment, feeling good when you're doing these things, relaxing. Some of you guys don't relax enough. I'm getting like a stiffness, rigidness. There's a need to like let loose and relax and the answers will come to you. But whatever you guys are working towards that you are passionate about and you're just waiting for improvement, you're almost there. You're almost there. It's all about alignment. And I hate that to be the answer because I wanted to give practical solutions to you guys, but it's giving more like alignment. Are you in alignment? Do you feel like you're in alignment? If you feel like you're not in alignment, then you need to get into alignment, and that comes within doing reflection. What is it that I want? What is it that I need? What am I gravitating towards? What does this mean? What am I learning? You know, I'm putting an end to something because I'm getting walking away from something as well in order to see that. So it's kind of like say for example, if you have a job or you had a job and you just weren't happy in that job, and that being in that job just would not allow you to be yourself, you know, or will not allow you to just feel good. And it's like divine intervention comes in and you end up having to leave the job or you get fired, you know, something like that. And then you're redirected towards another pathway, another job pathway. And even though it sucks, because then money and everything, it's like you're redirected to where you're meant to be in the end. Okay, it's giving that sort of vibe for some of you, not for everyone. but we do have awareness. So this is all about being aware of like, what do you bring to the table? What skills do you have? What does your heart yearn for? With part one, it was more like what they enjoy doing, but this one's more about like what you're guided to do, like what your intuition is telling you. But in terms of bringing that abundance in, is feeling good and being detached from the whens. Okay, I may attach a subliminal or a meditation link that may help. Okay, but overall, that's what I'm getting. Because we have spiritual work here as well. Because I'm getting more, I'm trying to think of like practical solutions, not just like shadow work, because like that's not helpful for some people. They're like, okay, what the hell is this? This is long. I wanted a quick solution. So you'd benefit a lot more from detaching and just remaining grounded and just going within. So meditative music. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like that's, sorry pal too, I just don't feel like it's as helpful to hear things like that. I'm like, I was kind of hoping for a practical solution, but we do have save and you're almost there anyway. So I hope that was somewhat helpful. I feel like part one was a bit more clear. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, 3113, pile 3 is give it to God, 61. 6 is a number of balance and reciprocity, and 1 is a number of beginnings and new portals. Add them together is 7, so that's learning. Okay, we have you are a star. We have next month. Oh, we have squaring the circle, but it's reversed. We have power. You have power to take control of your life, career, finances. Focus on your needs. We have the vulture and the asphodel, which is upheaval. And then we have the two of cups, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have the moon, which is Pisces, Cancer energy. And then we have Page of Swords, which is air sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, I heard adversity for pile 3. Pile 3, if you have anything in mind in regards to businesses, in regards to your dreams, I'm getting this is mostly entrepreneurial. This is more like I don't really care to work for a 9-to-5 for the rest of my life. I want to do something big. If you guys are trying to build a platform online or you're trying to build a business, do not tell anyone. That's one way that you're going to increase your finances. You're going to increase in status, positions, whatever you're trying to achieve. Do not tell people. Keep things a secret. We have the moon card and we have the Page of Swords. Do not tell people your plans, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not trying to make you paranoid. This is a very clear message for pile 3 in comparison to pile 1 and pile 2. Some of you guys are destined to be successful, destined to make it, destined to thrive, okay? But people sense that energy. You guys may have like a star-like energy, or you have like a very strong aura that is very much like rooted in security. You guys are very secure in yourselves, even if you feel like you're not. You are. You may cause a lot of threat to other people. You may make other people feel insecure. And I'm not just saying that to gas you up, but that's the message coming through. This seems to be very specific. You guys are actually destined to make it, okay? We do have you are a star. So Spirit wants to remind you you are a star, and something could be happening next month in regards to your career. So stay tuned to that. There's a need to not be so rigid and control something. Like you guys may be overly perfectionist at time, or becoming that way, or criticizing your whatever you're working towards too much, thinking maybe it's not good enough. Maybe I need to, get rid of this. Maybe no, it's good. It's great. And other people are going to see it's great, or other people know it's great. You may not get your flowers. So you may be conflicted as to whether is this for me. I'm not seeing much progress. People see it, but it needs to be seen by the right people. Okay, your business needs to cater to the right people, or your platform, if you're online, needs to be seen by the right people. Okay, because we have squaring the circle, which is reversed. So you guys I feel like you'd benefit a lot more from being more in the flow. What do you feel, as opposed to it has to be like this is the way everybody else has done it. Go against the grain. You guys may be doing something, but it's different to other people. That's what makes you have this star quality. People expect you to do things a certain way, but you're doing it your way. And sometimes you may doubt yourself as to whether, like, is this the right way, because I'm doing it this way and maybe it's not meant to be done this way. No, you're meant to do it your way. You're meant to stand out. It's not meant to be the right way, because this is upright. This is in order. This is how you control the situation. Squaring the circle. This is what makes sense. It's reverse. You're meant to be doing something your way. Okay, we have upheaval. Now you're gonna face a lot of adversity that is needed for you to grow and thrive and become your best version of yourself. And this message is it seems very specific. But the upheaval that I'm getting here is you're going to have people who try and spoil your plans, or maybe even send evil eye, or whatever it may be. And if you don't know how to protect yourself, it's even worse. Okay, I highly recommend the subliminal that I use, or a song that I use, a subliminal music that I use for protection. It actually really works. I didn't think it would, but in this day and age, that's like a modern way to go about it. Or you can pray, whatever works for you. But this upheaval that you're going to keep going through, or this delay in your success, is coming from people who don't want to see you win, okay? And you telling your plans. Not everything needs to be told. And I need to tell myself that as well, because I have a habit of being like, oh my God, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to do. And I need to stop that, okay? Because we have the Moon card and the Page of Swords. Keep it to yourself. Let your success speak for itself. Let things be revealed when it needs to be. Let your success be loud. You don't need to tell people what your plans are. Even when people ask, lie to them. Lie to them. Or say like, I don't know. Play dumb. Don't tell people what you're trying to plan, because that's what's causing delays in because you guys are destined for this. We do have power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, finances. Focus on your needs. You guys have the power to bring in abundance in general. But I'm hearing distractions. I'm hearing people not wishing you well. I'm hearing people feeling intimidated by you. Don't tell people your plans, okay? Don't tell people your plans. Next month, you may see a vast improvement and change, both in your career, your status, whatever you're trying to achieve. But do not tell people what you've planned. Do not tell them, okay? Because we have give it to God, which is saying you've done the necessary work in motion. You've crossed your T's and you've dotted your I's, but give it to God, because 6 is balance. So if you put in the amount of effort that you need to put in, and the rest you could do is leave it to God. Because number 1 is by yourself. It's like you've done what you need to do on your end, so leave the rest to God. What can you learn from these experiences? Try and compare to what you're trying to build versus when you told people about things, but versus when you keep things to yourself. I don't care if you trust that one person or that 2 people, whatever. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell a soul. Keep it to yourself unless it involves other people, and watch it flourish, okay? If you're doing something online or you're doing a business, I highly recommend collaborating with people who are also on that same wavelength as you, because we do have the 2 of Cups. So this is collaboration. So you would benefit more from collaborating with people who are on the same journey as you, and who are on that same sort of vibe as you, same frequency as you, from what you want to achieve, because that's going to help push your stuff out if it's online. But if it's a business, it's going to help more people get used to the business, okay, or see the business and want to invest in your business or whatever. If you sell something, for example, I'm not getting 9 to 5 with this. I'm really not. I'm getting more so business related stuff with this pile. So in order to increase that, you have to be someone who's not afraid to go against the grain, be unique, do things your way. It doesn't have to be the way that people expect you to do it. And take control of your own life. Don't allow people to make you feel like, maybe it isn't good enough. Don't question yourself, because these negative thoughts and these doubts in your mind is it's fueling it. You don't need to feed that, okay? Some of you guys are waiting for abundance. And some of you guys I love what I do. I'm glad I'm doing that, but I'm not seeing the abundance that I like. So that's why I want to know how to increase it. I would highly recommend just keeping things to yourself, using your affirmations, and working with the right people, okay? Because you'll face less adversity when you're not surrounded by people who want to know your plans and then tamper with it, whether it's subconscious or not. But the 2 of Cups energy, working with the right people is really going to help you, okay? But again, I'm going to probably link down the affirmations in the description down below that will help. But honestly, you guys don't have to do much. Give it to God is kind of like an energy of like, you've done what you can. Just keep the rest to yourself. Don't even tell people don't even tell your mom, okay? Just keep everything to yourself right now. But with time, everything will speak for itself, okay? So I highly recommend affirmations. I highly recommend just being detached and just kind of like, just know it's yours. And remember to also listen to affirmations that uplift you, because don't get down on yourself when you feel like, oh my God, I should be here. Don't compare yourself to anyone. This is your journey. You're doing things your way. If you do things the way everybody else has done, then how do you stand out? Why should anyone invest in your business, or why should anyone watch you if it's online? Do things your way, okay? But that's what I'm getting. Something next month is coming up, so this will help increase things. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to the last pile. Also, I'm not just saying this to promote otter spirit, but do invest in, like, I would say black tourmaline for protection, but also green jade for abundance and citrine for self-confidence. It will really help. Okay, I'm gonna move on to, if you don't want to buy it in a jewelry form, by the way, you can just get the stones. Okay, but I'm gonna move on to the next pile, the last pile. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay, last pile, 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, we have 30, which is rebel. 3 is a number of creativity, foundation, support. Okay, we have rebel. It's giving Aquarius energy. We have they are using you. This reminds me a bit of pile 3 a little bit. We have save me. We have rebirth. We have money matters, expense, save, cut costs, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest your money wisely. We have the ladybug and the sweet pea, which is happiness. Then we have the Fool card, which is Aries energy, fire energy. Then we have the death card, which is Scorpio, which is water. Okay, so what can you do to attract more abundance, elevation in your career? So some of you guys, you need to have a whole do-over, okay? Not with your career, but just within yourself. Because we do have rebirth, and we have the death card, which is backed up by the Fool card. There's a need to end something. I'm not saying walk away from your current job if you have one, but I'm just saying there's a need to transform and start anew when it comes to something to do with yourself, whether it's your looks, whether it's a location in terms of where you live, whether it's the way you move internally. There's some sort of transformation that's needed, a rebirth, if you will, maybe even a glow up. If you do something online, there's a need to glow up. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. As much as I can be like love and light, at the end of the day, we live in a very shallow world. And that is the truth. Pretty privilege exists, and that is the truth. So if you're doing something online, do keep in mind of how you're being presented. If you want to further and increase your clientele, or you increase your views. Aesthetics. It doesn't even just have to be with yourself. It could even just be with everything, how the video is set up, the location. Okay, but if you're doing something business related or 9 to 5, there's a need for you to transform and start anew something. Some of you guys need to get back to not masking, like kind of being in touch with your inner child, being yourself, and not worrying about who's watching and how you're being, like just being your authentic self. Because we have happiness. So you guys need to be doing things and operating in a way that actually makes you happy. Some of you, some of your finances have been very stagnant at some point. Yeah, we do have money matters. So expense, save, cut costs, resource plan ahead, make an informed choice, invest in your money wisely. Some of you guys need to be careful about how you're spending money. You can't just go splurging. Differentiate between what you actually need to spend money on and what you may just be overdoing it for. There's a need to invest in your looks or invest in yourself. That's going to help you with your career. Presentable. Even if you feel like, oh my God, that's too much. Like there's a need to invest in something. Okay, because we have save me. So there's a need to save money and invest wisely. But we do have they're using you. Okay, my battery's running low, but we have they're using you and we have rebel. There's a need for you guys to do something very different. So the way, okay, if you guys are applying for job interviews or at work you feel like you don't stand out and you're wondering why am I not getting a raise, there's a need to be different, go against the grain, but not too much, but just in a way where it's just like not always worrying about how you're being perceived, as long as you're doing things with good intent. Can we clarify rebel? Okay, we have the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles. This is, I heard ghost and grind. So some of you guys need to do something behind the scenes, like on yourself, like working out on yourself. Maybe even going to the gym, just, taking care of yourself. And then like not tell anyone and then pop out looking different, feeling different, acting different. Rip me out the plastic gab and act brand new different. In order to increase clientele or increase views or increase job opportunities, because I'm getting like you guys enhancing your appearance and dressing the way that you may have always wanted to dress but maybe couldn't have dressed is actually going to make you stand out and how you're presenting yourself. I'm being drawn to talk about, Ginny and Georgia. You know how Georgia's always looking her best, and like she's a single mom, like she's always looking her best, and she gets herself out of situations because of how charming she comes across and how she looks. It's giving that sort of vibe. Even getting off of lighter sentences, or I haven't watched it to the very end, but I've watched season 3. But so far it's like being able to get away with things because of how beautiful she is, or attract things because of how beautiful she is and how charming she is. Okay, there's something about you that if you're doing something online and you guys may feel like, oh my god, I don't want to make a fool of myself, or I feel like I don't look good enough, then glow up. If you feel like you don't look good about yourself, glow up. Do what you need to do, but put yourself out there and be your best version of yourself, your unique version of yourself. You don't have to look like other people, by the way. Don't look like other people. Look like you. Because the reason why I say this is because they're using you. Someone could be using you as inspiration. Some of you guys may already be doing this, and people are using you as inspiration. Even if they're not crediting you, people are using you as inspiration. Can we clarify they're using you? Oh. Clarify they're using you. Emperor, 8 of Wands. Some people may be trying to emulate the things that you've got going on. They may not acknowledge you, because I'm dealing with the Empress giving a very much like, I will take this idea and I will not do anything about it. Like, I will not tell you about it, but I will incorporate it. Can you clarify they're using you? This is giving online. This could even be friends as well, okay? But we also have the Empress. So equal balance between masculine and feminine energy, they're using you. So you have people who are using you as inspiration if you're doing something online. So some of you guys, this is so random, some of you guys could be vlogging your journey with something. But regardless, you're being used as inspiration. So if you wonder like, I don't get the support I need, or I don't get the views I want, like, you don't realize that you're influencing a lot of people already. Okay, but there's a need for transformation. This is also making me think of alchemy. So if things have not been going well for you financially, or you've been in a rut financially, or just in a rut in general, alchemy. You're being asked to use this as fuel to start your rebirth journey and invest in yourself and your happiness, mental health, therapy, whatever it may be, in order to solicit more success, because you're going to feel good, you're going to feel confident, and that's what's going to help you push forward and put yourself out there. But if you want like the details or breakdown of like, what can I do, what can I use, I highly recommend like putting, I'd say like, I don't remember exactly what it's called, but like maybe like a yellow candle for confidence and creativity, and putting cinnamon around it, that helps. Or just wearing more bright colors, orangey, yellowy, kind of being in that more like bright kind of zone. But yeah, overall, like I'm getting transformation is needed. Investing in yourself is needed. Don't feel like, oh my God, I feel like I don't look my best. You guys just need to be yourself. As in like, look like your best version of yourself, whatever that looks to you. That's your glow up. Because I'm getting, you guys may experiment with fashion. Some of you guys may experiment in fashion, and that's something that is really going to work for you. Even if your business is not related to how you look. We live in a shallow world, unfortunately. People won't admit it, but we know how humans work. Okay? Tell me more. What can Power 4 do to increase their finances? We have the Strength card. Yeah, be selective of what you do invest in, what you do give energy to, what you do pour your heart and soul into. But yeah, there's a need for a new beginning, a restart. So maybe buying some new clothes, or whatever it may be. There's something that requires investing in yourself, a rebirth, a change, internally and externally. But when you do internally, it will come out externally. But being your most authentic self, if it's online. But if it's like a 9 to 5, then similarly, then you need to work on just getting used to that side of you that is like, okay, I'm going to do it this way. Similar to part 1 a little bit. So grounding techniques, affirmations, wearing brighter colors, maybe yellow, orangey colors, maybe lighting a candle, surrounded with like a yellow candle surrounded with cinnamon, is really these kind of techniques. They do help. And if you're into crystals, I'm not forcing that on anyone, but if you're into crystals, using things that are going to attract abundance, or like green jade. But citrine is also good for creativity. You're coming up with these ideas. In case you've been feeling like I'm not getting enough good ideas for something, for those doing business. But in your 9 to 5, you want to feel confident. You want to feel like you know what you're doing. You want to feel like you're getting your flowers. You feel you feel respected and honored. Then there's a need to embody that air of confidence and just knowing, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Okay. But that's what I'm getting specifically to increase your career. But do invest in your money selectively. Don't slow down with the overspending. Okay. I would say save 10% each pay you get. Okay. But that's all I'm getting. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you do want a personal reading, just email me. And if you want to join my membership, the starting tier is at £2.99. Okay. Bye.